Good evening, everyone. It's been a miserable day again today. It hasn't stopped raining all night and all day.
Steve-o!
Hi, Steve. Hi, Sean. Hi, Gary. Hi, Amjad.
Sure.
LSMN Trains.
Oh, yeah. I don't know which shore it is, so I've just gone like that.
So, yes, it's been a miserable day.
Oh.
Did I say Steve? Have I
Yeah.
said Steve?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't remember whether I'd said Steve or not, but yeah.
You're so dog.
Absolutely.
Eating it down.
Yeah,
It's
pissing it
well,
down.
drizzle now.
Yeah. So, Chris has not got out with a drone again, but is arranged to go out tomorrow. And I've not done jack shits, really. So, I use Canva, Sean. Now you can get a free version, but I think mine's about £13 a month, and I've got the paid for version, and it's got a lot more templates, etc. But I mean,
Restream?
eh?
Restream?
No, it's on about an intro.
Oh, your intros.
I mean, if you want to, Sean, I could do one for you and see what you think to it. You know, it's up to you. But yeah, that I did that by myself. I mean, I have got others. Let me you see, it all depends what you see. I did this one for me Friday night ones. But yeah, that's sort of just the simple, if you've got the paid version, you can animate it as well. Oh, don't worry about it, Sean. Yeah, I mean, I think Gary's joking. I'd just do it and just send it to you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, if he's got a spare 20 grand going, then yeah.
But yeah,
Shag off. Oh.
But yeah, I mean, if you want to put your email address in, I can sort of copy it, yeah, or write it down, and I can send it you via email. If you just tell me, what you want or what you want it to entail. You know what I mean? Obviously, you want it involving trains. But yeah, you know what I mean? I like people to sort of outline, you know, obviously you want it to do with trains, what you want it to say, or, you know, welcome to LSMN trains, you know what I mean? Which is what I did with the bedtime story one. And it's simple, but it gets across what you want it to get across, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, yeah, that's it. Well, I'll type I'll put my email address in, and just email me, you know, a few details, you know, what you've just said, and then obviously I'll create it and I'll send it back to you via email. Now that's my email address, Sean. Just send me a quick email, let me know or outline what you want.
It's picketing and not pickering.
Yes, it's picketing, not pickering. I made a cock up when I were doing the email address. So everybody questions me about that, Sean. Why is it Jeanette Picketing? Because when I was creating the you know, the email, I cocked it up and I put in instead of an R, a T. I thought, well, something different. Oh God, I'm Jad. Hey, this is the thing. We was talking this afternoon, and Senga suggested it does like a weekly thing with, let's say, the duck race, and charge people £1 to enter the duck race, and then whoever wins it gets whatever amount's been generated. Yeah. So, you know, even I said it were a good idea. But I think it's still sort of in the, you know, the thinking stages at the moment. But I did say it were a good idea if he sort of did it once a week. You know, charge people £1 to enter.
The Teesside train watcher.
I'm all right, Teesside, but yeah. Did you see what Gary put? If your channel becomes big, there's a clause in the contract for 35% of your first year's earning. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, it's sort of just.
Hello, how are we doing?
I heard you doing that time.
Why are you not on other?
Right, I'm going to tell you there's a clause to it, Richard.
All right.
You've got to pay it annually.
Right.
No discount if you
pay it monthly.
So yeah. I sat in front of my computer last night. I were all ready to do it. I clicked upgrade and it went $44.
So how much is it annually then? If you paid annually,
That you only get that 22% discount at what were it a month? $21 a month.
right? Yeah. So it's 200 and whatever. It's 12 times that, is it? If you paid annually, right? I see.
How dare you, Sean? I'm the main woman.
Well, you're mad now, yeah?
How's it going, Sean? How's it going, Chris? How's it going,
Well-
Teesside? How's it going, my favourite YouTube nephew? How's it going, Gary? How's it going, Sean? I think I've said Sean once. There we go. Just got out of the shower with some of this. He's absolutely flipping red raw. Always reacts when I've been in shower. Feel like I'm flipping chuck Ribena all over myself.
But yeah, Sean's just been asking me about I found that a bit too hard to fathom, Gary. But yeah, I knew there were a catch to it somewhere, Richard.
There you go.
Yeah. The discount doesn't apply if you pay it monthly.
Alright. Back soon. Chinese has arrived. Excellent.
Yeah, you're welcome, Sean.
Hello, Teesside. How's it going, Gary?
Yeah, Chris is a happy chappy.
I bet he is.
Because they won and other ones lost.
You had to have a word with Chris and tell him about what he said last week. I'll have 10k by Christmas Day, he said. So Christmas has come early.
This afternoon, I said,
So Christmas has come early.
But
I got 188 subscribers today.
ooh.
On it.
But yeah, because he says something about having an intro for his channel, and I says, well, I can do one because I've got paid version. I says, just tell me sort of in a few words what you want it to entail. Do you just want a plain simple one like
I used to have one on mine, an intro on my own page, but it got on my wick. Every time I went on my own page, I had to bloody listen to intro and all, and I thought, this is no damn good. It got on my nerves, so I turned it off.
But you know what I mean? It's because I've got the paid version, you see. You can have it animated and all, you know what I mean? Like
it's weird. Weird, Gary. It's funny, that stream I did this morning with no chat on. No chat. 2 hours and 34 minutes it was. With no chat. I got nearly 100 subscribers and 42,000 views. And the stream this afternoon, which was an hour longer, 3 hours and 42 minutes, an hour and 6 minutes longer, only got me 68 subscribers and only 27,000 views.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
It is.
I'm wondering if it's the chat that's covering the screen and people don't like it. You know when you're on your phone, the chat covers
yeah.
It covers half the bloody screen, doesn't it? All words, and I'm wondering if people swoop off because they think I don't want to look at all these bloody words.
I know what you're saying.
Tomorrow when I don't go out.
But yeah, I never thought of it that way, Richard. When
I understand why it is. I've done 2 now with no chat on, and I've had miles more views and miles more subscribers. Like yesterday, I did one with no chat on, and 31,000 views. That.
See, more often than not, I'm on my laptop, so it don't really affect me because
it's people on phones. You see.
Yeah.
When I watched it on my phone, I thought, I wonder if it's because the chat's covering half the screen, so people can't be asked watching it because all bloody words are covering.
Yeah,
halfway. Goes up halfway up the screen, you see, does the chat, and I thought, I wonder if that's what it is.
Could be.
No idea. It's weird.
Be onto something there, Richard. I never thought of it that way.
Well, I didn't. I'm just trying to understand why. Why today that a stream with no chat on gets nearly 100 subscribers in 2 hours and 41,000 views.
Hi, Tommy. How are
The
you?
stream that's an hour longer with chat only got 27,000 views and about 68 subscribers, I think, or 58. I can't forget what it works. I know I'm 50 odd over 10,000. You know, I've got a good buffer zone over. Weird.
But I were actually just saying what we're talking about this afternoon about you doing like a weekly duck race,
Yeah,
and people paying £1 to enter the duck race, and then whatever duck wins it wins, winner takes all, if you know what I mean.
yeah. Yeah, end of the day, it's up to everybody else. I'm more than happy to do it, but it's up whether anybody else wants to pay to join the duck race.
But you see,
No,
the thing
no
is,
problem with me.
I don't think I ain't got PayPal.
No, but at the end of the day, you could easily set up PayPal in 2 minutes if you wanted.
Yeah, I am Manolo.
Especially if you're only paying out and you're not receiving money, you don't even need
Yeah.
to put your bank details. If you're only paying out, you don't even need to enter your bank account on PayPal if you're only paying out.
Ah,
If you're receiving money, then you have to put your bank details in. But if you're only paying
I
out,
didn't know that either.
you only need your card number and stuff.
I didn't know that either.
If you're paying out, if you want to receive money, obviously they have to have somewhere to put it.
What did Chris? If you get 100,000 in,
10,000.
pot, I'm in. But you see, I think on that app that Richard uses or used with the ducks, there's all sorts.
No, we didn't, Barry. Postman swiped it.
Just go check Letterboxd, because when I were on toilet, I thought I heard somebody push them through Letterboxd. I mean, but yeah, I mean, you could be onto something there, Richard. We're saying, if people's watching on the phones.
I was in the shower about 20 minutes ago. Phone wouldn't stop it. Wrong, stop, wrong, stop, wrong, stop. Well, I know who it is. It's my mum. I rung her. It was my mum, and I rung her back. I said, why did you answer? I said, because I was in the shower. She said, but why didn't you answer? I said, because I was in the shower. Well, that's no reason not to answer the phone. I said, what do you mean? I said, I was in the shower. I said, I'm the bloody old man.
Expected him to answer the phone when he reached shower.
I said, you want me to take the phone to the shower with me and answer it while I'm in the shower? It's bad enough having bloody cat trying to get in with me, answer it phone and all.
No, it'll probably come on Monday. It's just check Letterboxd.
Xmas season and all of it. So
Yeah.
Busier than normal.
Oh dear, that.
Second class it's I get.
Yeah, it'll probably come Monday then. But I've heard everything. That even Chris don't take his phone in shower with him. But yeah. so it weren't a good enough excuse for you.
No, well, next time I said, so next time you hung up, if I'm getting stabbed to death by somebody, will that qualify?
Oh dear, but yeah.
She's off her head.
Well, you ought to reverse the role, Richard, and says, well, look, if I ring you and you're in shower, would you answer it?
No, she wouldn't. Would she else?
No,
Would it?
exactly.
She doesn't hear it if she's in bloody kitchen. I wouldn't mind. We got her a thing to put round her neck, like a little pouch it is, so she can pop her phone in it and wear it round her neck all the time, but she doesn't.
I used to do it.
So she's got it round her neck all the time,
Yeah.
but she doesn't.
I mean, it's like Ivy next door. Look at how many times she's fell.
Yeah.
And her daughter keeps begging her to have one of these medical things that you press, or and even her daughter said, "Well, you don't have to have it round your neck. You can have it like a wristwatch kind of thing."
Yeah.
And she says, if you fall, you just press this thing and somebody responds.
Yeah, I would have to fit a camera and CCTV somewhere, then you can see she's not tumbling downstairs or out.
You know what I mean? But she's that, yeah.
Stubborn.
Yeah.
So my mum's not so bad.
She used to have carers in as well, after she broke her leg. And she were like in rehabilitation and everything, and she swore her daughter had put her in a nursing home and it went at a rehabilitation centre. They bought a bed downstairs. I mean, it's how many times has she fell? At least 2 or 3 times as we know of. You know what I mean? That time when Chris had to break in and she'd banged her head on radiator, and then there were time when nurse asked to come
Hello,
through.
Sanger. How are we doing?
Hiya, Sanger. You know, there were that time when nurse says, "Can I come through?" I don't want to trouble you or anything. She says, but I think she was like a district nurse or something. And she says, "Can I come through?" She says, "Iris fell." So she ended up walking along our wall, hopping over the fence, and I don't know whether patio doors were open or what, but anyway, that's how she got in. So that's sort of three occasions she fell. But and she's sacked carers now and all. Shows she's that bloody independent and pig-minded. You know what I mean?
You get like that at that age. Mine's a bit funny about people coming around the house, and she does me head in. She'll say hairdresser's coming tomorrow. Then she'll say later on, "I'm bloody sick of hairdresser just coming round." I'm saying, "What do you mean just coming round? You have to." She has an hairdresser comes round and like a chiropodist that comes round every 2 or 3 months. And I'm sick of them bloody coming round. And then she'll say, "When's the hairdresser coming?" I'll say, "Well, whenever you want. You keep saying you're sick of folk coming round. I'll make up your bloody mind."
You see, this is the thing, Gary. When she had the fall that broke her leg, you see a lot of care homes round here have closed down. So the hospital have taken them over and are using them as rehabilitation centres. Now, hang on a minute, Tommy, I'll answer your question in a minute. And she fell out with her daughter because she thought she'd put her in a home. Yeah, it was a care home. And her daughter says, "Look, Mum," she says, "you're not in a home. You're free to leave any time you want." She says, "It used to be a care home," she says, "but she says the NHS have bought them to use as rehabilitation centres to free up hospital beds." Anyway, so when she came out, this is answering Tommy's question, she was having carers come in, so she had a key, one of them key safes outside. Now, when this district nurse came round, and Chris says, "Well, isn't there a key in that key safe?" And she says, "No, because she's finished carers." So obviously somebody's took the key out of the key safe. And we keep saying to her daughter, "Look, we don't mind having a key. And if she does fall, Chris can just go round and let himself in and help her out." Hi, Partnest.
Hello, Partnest.
So, but I don't know whether she said, "Oh no, I don't want," I don't know what's happened about that question. But Chris has said many a time, "Why don't you just leave us with a key?" So, but yeah, a lot of the care homes that have shut down, they're turning into, like that one she went into, it were a rehabilitation centre to get her up and walking. Hi, Ollie, how are you?
Hello, Harley, how are we doing?
And mow,
We'll be on in a minute. Depends if we're going to let you, Harley. Well, that's nice.
Pound entrance fee, Ollie.
Correct. Quid off door and a quid to get out. We'll look after your coat for you.
But yeah, she's so fiercely independent. She's 85. She's not very. You see, this is another thing as well, right? She's got one of these, what we call Zimmer frames. Now, her daughter's.
Hello, Harley.
Have you paid your pound entrance fee?
You are?
Have you paid your pound entrance fee on the door?
What? Huh?
Is that Ollie the tree planter? Yes, it is. But
Yeah, tree planter. Yeah. But they call me at work now. Tree planter.
yeah, she's so fiercely dependent and pig-headed that when people try to help her, she just throws it back in the face, you see. Even her daughter, she's a bit exasperated with it, you know what I mean? I made a cocktail with vanilla chocolate bomb. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds nice, Senga. Ooh.
Sounds very
But yeah, you know, oh, there were that time when she left a toast on under the grill.
Okay.
And there were like 3 fire engines rolled up. And she's on doorstep with a tea towel going like this, trying to waft smoke. And she says what she'd done is she'd put the toast under the grill, because I think she got one of these old-fashioned cookers, gone upstairs and forgot about it. So it's sort of getting like she's not safe to be left on her own.
Did you go to Leyland last night, Richard?
No.
Ooh.
I didn't think you did.
Stayed in. I'm gonna go on Monday night instead. There was less idiots about.
Senga sent you a picture of a hot chocolate.
Well, it's certainly not hot chocolate. It don't look
Well,
like
I mean the I don't know what you call it.
I might come with you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you call it. Chocolate bombism. Cocktail. I don't
What
know.
time would you go on Monday, though, Richard?
What?
What time would you go?
When?
If you're going to go Leyland on Monday.
Probably about, I don't know, about 8 o'clock or something like that. No point going too early because there's no comes until like 9:30ish, is there, really?
Yeah, sure.
What's made it
I'll
blue
let you know.
then, Senga? Just asking. Why has it made it blue? But yeah, you know, I suppose in a way, it's sort of same thing as Richard's mum. She's so independent, except she keeps falling.
Yeah, my mum wants to stop for trolley.
But I mean, she broke the worst bone, that one at top of your leg.
Femur.
Yeah, I broke my toe.
All right.
Yeah, a fucking massive 6-foot plant pot dropped on my foot at work. I broke it.
Or at your big toe.
Yeah.
Well, when Chris
Well, that's what you
broke,
need when you go to Leyland Station, Gary, bodyguards, because there's some shady folk about.
So I'll let you know. I might come Monday, actually.
Richard's running about like Mr. Veach with his own bodyguard recording videos.
Yeah, you've got to be select now if you want to be in the 10k subscribers club, Harley.
I got a what?
You only select people are allowed in the 10k subscribers club.
I've got to select them.
No, I said only select people are allowed to come with me when I'm in the 10k subscribers club.
I don't know what you mean.
Back to sleep.
He's just reached 10k,
Oh shit! Right.
and he says that only the select people are allowed to go with him.
Yeah, so you might get fans mobbing us.
Well, you're gonna need me then, aren't you?
I was just trying to tell Harley, when Chris broke his big toe, he ended up with a Quasimodo boot.
I don't need me for a broken toe. Just try and put weight on it. That's all I've been doing.
You see, he went to hospital and they x-rayed it, and they says if it were any other toe, you'd be fine. But because it's like a weight-bearing toe, and it's your big toe, you've got to have this boot, and you're walking like in Quasimodo. Yeah. I think so, Stenger. We've just been discussing it. I bet Harley not enter it. Not listening.
Jesus Christ. I
We
still
are-
haven't got that air rifle, you know.
We're bantering the
What?
idea
What,
of
Harley?
That fucking air rifle I wanted on that foot race. So still haven't got it.
I've got
Which-
2 air rifles in my boot.
But yeah, we're on about well, Senga mentioned it, doing like one every week, and people paying £1 to enter it, and winner takes it all. But you see, I mean, there were a discussion this afternoon. It is randomly generated. So let's say, like last night, there were 14 entrants. Anybody could have won that.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Good if it
saying.
weren't randomly generated.
You know, I'm just trying to make people aware.
I think they understand that somehow.
Yeah, it's potluck. You put your pound in thing. You know, if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
think
mean?
they're roughly aware of that it's potluck. If it weren't potluck, they wouldn't want to be involved.
That's it. But I mean, you'll have to mention it, Richard, when you do yours on the Thursdays and whatever, and just
Oh,
say,
I have no problem. I'll do it, but it's up to other people. It's people in the chat that can, because at the end of the day, they're going to be spending the money. So
That's
it's
it.
not my nose. I'll do it.
Yeah.
You do more than one race, do as many as you want. 50p a go if you want, whatever. Or you could do one, chuck a quid in and do heats. So absolutely anything you want. I'm not bothered.
Take it
I'll
off my
go
way
with
to being your bodyguard.
It's only a couple of quid. It's not like life or death, is it?
That's it. You know, same as Stuart's just said. At the end of the day, it's a bit of fun.
Correct.
And we did have fun on Thursday.
And Chris won it, and he's now in my channel's Hall of Fame of this month's members draw winner.
Ooh.
He's now on the front page for being this month's members draw winner.
Hey, listening?
Yeah.
On his own page as this week's November draw to win 20 quid.
This month's members draw winner.
Me or the guy who you're talking to, because I don't even know.
It's nearly end of month. I have to pick a new featured channel for next month.
Well, didn't you
Right,
pick
is it not me anymore?
last
Is
year?
it you in October? You can't just stay there forever, Ali. I pick a new one every month. You were October. 4th in November. I haven't picked December yet, and it's first on Monday, so I need to pick one.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's
I'll do a duck race for it, but I'm not watching 10,000 ducks go across the screen. I ain't typing them in either.
Oh dear, might be a bit falling out, Richard. If there were 10,000,
I'd like to see you commentate on that one, Jeanette.
Probably need about 5 of them.
It was bad enough when they were 14. I would just sort of, you know.
Yeah, and by next month there'll probably be less because, you know, it's like trying to pull teeth getting members.
Probably going to need about 5 commentators if you're going to do that.
I think says, to be fair, Jeanette, you had better odds than us, 2 of you in it. But yeah, I mean, we pay as memberships separately. You know what I mean? So sort of, you know, from that point of view, we are separate entities, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed doing that.
Tell Callum to be a member and then up your odds even better. Get Biscuit in on act.
He loves that clamp that he got, Richard.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
Best thing I ever bought, that. And they stick like shit to a blanket, they do.
You see, if it hadn't been for winning Richard's duck race, that's what he spent it on. He spent it on one of them clamps.
Correct. You got to reinvest.
But
That's why I'm thinking of getting an electric car to get my fuel bills down,
that's it.
because they're horrendous at the moment.
When to meet, Was will win. Yeah,
All fair
Master's
here, Tommy. There's no fiddling goes on, I'll tell you.
No,
Why the
definitely
fuck
not.
was I a dinosaur?
Because that's just randomly what it gives you.
Random outfit.
I could shuffle it and they keep changing. Every time you press the shuffle button,
Oh yeah,
it changes everybody's outfit. And
yeah.
I just did it so it was the best mix, because it always leaves one or two with nothing naked. So I was trying to mix
How
it.
would
It left more. It left more than two.
No, I think there were two naked ones.
Well, I was one of them.
I thought yours
Gary
was one of
says
the best outfits. You and Donald Trump. I thought they were
Well,
best.
I love that thing.
Donald Trump and you were a dinosaur. I thought that was brilliant, Charlie. It might have slowed you down swimming like, but that's TSB. Tough shit, baby.
Gary says he can confirm his second month's come out of his account.
I think there'll be five. We lose five because that. I forgot who it were, but somebody bought 5 memberships, didn't they? So I think they'll all lapse me.
But yeah, I mean, when I was live streaming like that,
that just means I have to put more money in. But
so yeah, so that's 2 confirmed. Entries for next month.
And the next draw will be on Christmas Day at 10 p.m.
I'll be pissed by them.
Well, us saddos, we're not going
anywhere. You better be there, Riley.
Yeah.
So you better be here.
Might be a Christmas party, but I'll pop outside and come on.
Where are you going to a Christmas party at?
Probably go to my auntie's.
Huh?
They have their own bar. They have their own bar and everything.
They have their own what?
Bar.
Ask her, does she want you to take a chum with you? Moved up race to Boxing Day. Yeah, we bring a friend.
Yeah, we'll have to postpone the duck race till Boxing Day.
Yeah, I'm going to Harvey's for my Christmas party.
Just make sure that there's some singletons there, Ollie.
Yeah, make sure there's a few middle-aged single women there, Ollie.
Oh no, they're all fucking engaged. They're all married as well, most of them.
I'll have to have a nip down the King Street first, then before we go around. Pick up a couple.
Tommy, what's his expecting a bit of fiddling for his 99 Richard? Ooh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's all fair, I'm afraid. All fair and square. No fiddling going on.
Yeah.
I've only ever once fiddled a draw in my life, and I fiddled it in a good way. I did. I once fiddled a tombola donkeys years ago. I did. But I thought I did the right thing at the time. And I did fiddle it to give it to somebody who was really downtrodden.
Well, then that,
Yeah.
We'll forgive you.
Really down. It was
Richard.
A season ticket for Blackburn Rovers with a prize. And it was somebody who were really into Rovers, but he were absolutely downtrodden. So I got some blue tack, and I blue tacked his ticket to the inside of the tombola.
Oh, bless you.
So I knew we were going to win, and God, he would medal when he won. I felt a bit guilty, but I thought everybody else who didn't draw could easily afford to buy that, and he couldn't. So
you did it for all the right reasons.
I blue tacked his ticket inside tombola machine, and I did the draw, put it in, and I rooted it out. And I went, oh, number one, like I were ain't surprised, but I knew damn fine well who won it. There you go, you see. So it was the
well-deserved win.
It was shady, but it was good. It worked out right. and I'm not ashamed to admit that I did fiddle it, but for the right reasons. So everybody else who were there could have easily
I
afforded.
would have loved to have seen his face when he seen his number
Oh, he
come
was
up.
made up because he had learning difficulties as well. He couldn't get a job. He had no money or anything, so it really made his day.
Oh, bless him.
And I thought, I'm going to make sure he wins that. And I was racking my brains. I was trying to think how I could fiddle it. So he won, and I did. I managed it. With a bit of blue tack, that's all it took.
What did you do? Flick blue tack off before you?
Yeah. Well, I just picked it out of my hand and just I'll tick it up and just roll blue tack off. Everybody were drunk in pub anyway. Nobody went on there, and everybody was glad he won.
Yeah.
So it worked out good, even though
So it made you feel a bit better that you'd done it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, that's very understandable, Richard. It's very commendable of you. It's just showing, that,
I did feel guilty about it, but not for long because I was a bit drunk myself, so the guilt wore off fast.
But the fact that other people were pleased for him.
Oh, yeah, they were.
So if you ever want any tombola
fiddling, come and see me.
Just drop Richard a little line, and he'll fix it for you.
Yeah, I'll fix it. All you need is blue tack. That's all you need. Blue tack, and make sure you're doing the draw. Or at least the person who's doing the draw knows what's going on.
That's it.
Luckily, I was doing it, so I knew exactly. I even put it at the end of the tombola, so I knew it couldn't fall off. Put it on the end.
And gently.
Well, it weren't coming off.
But yeah, I mean, you did it for all the right reasons, and we commend you for it, Richard.
Everybody now will be thinking, well, that's it. I'll never go to a tombola where Richard's doing it.
Just make sure, searching before you go in.
Yeah, check the tombola out first. Have a look inside tombola.
Make sure he ain't got no blue tack in his pockets.
That's a really good idea, mate.
But sitting with a blue tongue and a Celtic jumper on.
All finished, Senga. Did you enjoy that drink?
Well, that's it.
That's another question. Was it nice, Senga?
But yeah, my new printer and whatnot's coming tomorrow.
Well, Cat's happy. Just with you said Cat's waiting. Oh no, it weren't you. I was getting mixed up with conversations. But my sister was telling me her cat jumps on a printer waiting for sheets.
Oh,
Who?
I tell you something. You know how I was saying you put paper in our bottom of our thing, and it takes it up and it, and round. Our Chase sits and watches it, paper going in, and knows that it's coming out at top.
Yeah. Just a minute, Stuart says this is the guy who runs the duck race. But I don't fiddle the duck race. That is how Google controls that, or whoever the website is, just totally random.
Right, Tim. Sorry,
I have no control over that.
But yeah.
The Duck Mafia, yeah. I'm not telling you about that tombola now. You all think I'm a bloody fiddler.
Same as Partners, you did it for all right reasons.
Correct.
And Stuart says Blackburn season ticket. That's not a prize; it's a penance. But
but back then they were in Premier League back then when he won that.
I agree.
They were champions.
For some arts, chatted.
Hello, hello. Who just said hello to?
Bria.
Hello, Bria.
All finished.
Hello, and I can't see you well in chat.
Ooh. But I mean, when
want to know about your
there's no way of fixing it, is there?
No, it's out to my hands. Is that? What do you want me to do? Get a big tank of water here and actually put some real ducks in it? Instead of that, I put a bit of string on one of them that needs to win.
Could you blue tack me your Rent-A-Mate membership?
Yeah. Right, funny ones. Going on about fiddling things. This is something else I fiddle, but it's no to do with competitions. When I used to live at home, I had a security camera in the shed, and one night, mysteriously, the tumble dryer machine door just came open. About 2 o'clock in the morning, it just opened. And obviously, it was probably just on that point where it's spring, where it was neither closed nor on, but it must have just been tensioned on spring. So it popped open on its own, pretty easy to explain. And I showed it a lad at work, and he said, bloody hell, he says, that's spooky, he says. He says, oh, I'll send that video to my wife. She's into all this paranormal stuff. I thought, hello, this is going to be fun. So next night, I reset the timer on my video camera to 2:30 in the morning. I got some fishing wire on my toolbox lid. The toolbox lid were opening and closing on video camera. What happened to the night? And they thought I had a poltergeist. It was only 7 o'clock at night. I'm there sat on a bench outside with this fishing wire. They thought it were a ghost. They thought I had a ghost. You couldn't see fishing wire on CCTV. Couldn't see it.
Can you imagine him sticking numbers to all cats' pom-poms, Senga?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we were so funny with that because everybody took it. They were all baited. Oh, it was brilliant.
I could just imagine them watching it, Richard.
Oh, they were amazed. I mean, it looked really good. It said on camera like 2:40 something a.m. and I'd reset the time on the camera to fiddle it. I'd set it to it. It was 7 o'clock at night, and I was sat there on a bench with a can of Carling with fishing wire doing this.
Oh dear. Again, I have to question the duck race, lol.
And then I added a bit of vape off my fag to it. That would made it even better. I blew vape into my toolbox, so when lid come up and like a white mist was shimmering. It was superb.
Oh dear. But this is the thing, Stuart. That wasn't fiddling anything. That was pranking his mates.
Yeah, funny.
It's the form of a prank. You know what I mean?
But another good one I did, and I only did it jokingly, but I couldn't believe he fell for it. We were at work, and it were a bit wintry showers, but note. And I looked, and I had a video on my phone from snow the year before outside my house on my car, and it were really heavy snow. And this guy's there. I said, look at state of it back at home. I said, look at snow now. And I showed him video, and it's bloody hell. He says, it's coming down there. He says, we're not going to get home at this rate. And that was a year old with that video. And he never even clicked that my car was there on car park, and it was all swapped video. I couldn't believe it. When I had my silver jag.
I'm going to say, you would have thought it.
It never entered his head because I had my silver jag then, and the video we at home, really bucketing down with snow, and it were about 6 inch deep. It were, and it was Sunday. It were this video, and I just showed him video on my phone from that date, a year old, and he's at it. Bloody hell, it's really coming down, isn't it? He says, we're not going to get home at this rate. He thought, Christ.
Lateral thinking, you'd have thought, nah, hang on a minute. How's he got to work then if he hadn't come to work in his car?
Oh, he just never clicked, did it? He just looked, he just saw snow and didn't twig at all, did he? Because my car were right in front of us when I showed him video. On car park,
Right, guys, I've got to nip off for a bit because my tea's ready.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for your input tonight.
Huh?
Thanks for your input.
Oh, thank God. I'll try and get back home.
All right, Arlie.
All right.
See you in a bit. Bye-bye.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
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 Oh dear.
Tea's
but yeah, anybody thinking laterally?
Can we get an update on today's celebrity deaths? Oh God. Somebody must have died somewhere, that's for sure. Hang on, where Deathopedia will come out with something.
Never stopped raining here today. So yeah, we've had a little break in the rain, and then it's like a drizzle now, I think. But yeah. Oh dear. So yeah, I'll be up and printing again tomorrow, hopefully. But there is an offer. That's the thing I meant to message you, Gary. As part, because I had I'll read the email that I got from them. I can get, because I bought an HP printer, I can get a promotional credit. Your recent order, customer's qualifying order ID goes here, entitles you to a promotional code. Promotion details. Thanks for choosing your brand new HP printer from UK's most trusted printer brand. And it says now that you have your printer. It's not coming till tomorrow. So they're a bit presumptuous on that one. Now that you have your printer, you can enjoy up to 7 months of instant ink for free. Enjoy by activating your HP Plus account and signing up to Instant Ink using the above promotional code. This will add an additional 1 month to your initial 3 months with HP Plus, and if it's an HP Envy printer, you get 6 months with another month, so that makes 7. So, but yeah, and it's a promotional code to get this instant ink for free. And all it asks is that you sign up for this instant ink. Yeah. Sir Tom Stoppard, who's he? Oh, English playwright and screenwriter. There you go. Just for your information. Ooh. Met Office snow bomb warning as 2 storms set to hit Manchester and the north soon.
Oh, hellfire. Where are you reading this from? The Sunday Sport?
No, Manchester Evening News.
You do it every year. Snow bomb. Peace from the east, pest from the west. Shit from the south.
As much as 4 inches of snow.
Yeah, well, over Manchester, I've seen 4 inches of snow in flipping decades.
Oh, there. What does it mean? Oh, you mean, yeah. I reckon that's horrible, that is. Like a Deadpool, and they're betting on who's going to die next. So, I don't think that's very nice. But But she's also suffering. Is it cancer she's got?
Who?
Esther Ranson. Because she's one of these big advocates for assisted dying.
Well,
So, but it's not like people putting people in what they call a dead pool and betting on who's going to die next. I know it is, Gary. It just goes against my morals that the betting on who's going to die next.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's morally wrong. But I mean, will I be in news if I cut my clogs overnight?
No, you
Very
definitely
much
not.
doubt it.
No. And I certainly wouldn't be news.
You're just another statistics to these people. You know what I mean?
Don't even
And
think
I'd
of
like
that.
to think that if I dropped off my perch tomorrow, people would have some dignity for me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But that's just me. I mean, other people aren't like that. But hey ho. Well, I know what you mean, partners. But
Oh, there's loads of places, workplaces, that they have a list up of all dead pool and they've all thrown a quid in to see who
yeah,
drops dead and they win it. It's
it's
been going on for
the fact that
been
people
going
are
on since I was a teenager, was that?
in that in the first place. Never mind gambling on it.
There were about 15 of us at work and we used to do a bonus ball thing. And it went on for weeks and weeks and weeks before anybody won it. It was a ton of money. It was literally a bucket full of quick coins, it were. And I didn't win it. Some other bugger won it.
Please don't mention any of our names. What? But yeah, you know what I mean. It's to me whether they're betting on it or not. You know what I mean. It's I don't know. I just see it as wrong. So
Cyclone in Sri Lanka, right?
shoot me. You know what I mean. But I don't agree with it. People should have dignity in the last days on earth. You know what I mean.
Yep.
Who've got the
Ship called Dignity.
yeah.
Gonna sail around the west coast through villages and towns. I'll be on my holidays. They'll be doing the rounds. Ask her how I got her. I said,
No joke with
I've saved
partner.
my money.
Yeah.
Isn't she pretty? That ship called Dignity. I love that record. Deacon Blue.
But yeah, I mean, all joking aside,
Karaoke.
if you went up to restaurant tomorrow and said, "Well, you're next on list to cop your clogs,"
Yeah, but let's be honest, I don't think anybody's going to do that either.
well, you know what I mean, don't
I
you?
think we're taking this out of context a bit here. I think we're making something out of nothing.
Never mind, name.
And I'm pretty sure she won't be bothered either, to be honest with you.
But this is the thing. I do agree with the assisted dying thing. If you're that poorly and you can't lead a quality of life, you know what I mean? But anyway, it's each to their own, isn't it? You know what I mean? People still do it anyway. And people have gone to Switzerland and ended their life for no reason at all. You know what I mean? That are perfectly healthy. Now, what weird sense in that?
Oh, I don't know. That's what they want. That's what they want. I suppose it's the best way to do it rather than go and throw yourself off a bridge or something and get run over by a car or something.
But never mind.
If I did that, threw myself off a bridge up motorway, it'd be the only day when the one wagon comes past carrying kiddies' castles, goes past. And
What, you went through roof and
the
had a soft
only
landing?
wagon in country that's got kiddies' castles in back, blown up, ready for you. Bad landing that, and then the back
Or
of
a
the
load of
wagon.
cushions. Or,
Yeah,
you know, feather down cushions or
land on the back of a Silent Night wagon.
But yeah.
Or put a pipe on the exhaust in a Tesla or something. There's no exhaust, you couldn't do it.
Or a tipper full of marshmallows.
Yeah, I've never seen them about really, tipper full of marshmallows.
Memory foam mattresses.
Mattresses and stuff, yeah. Them Silent Night wagons are all over bloody motorways. With big, what's it? Right, hippopotamus laid on bed on back. Blue and white striped wagons. See them every day nearly.
Oh dear. We've got one of them memory foam mattresses, and I think the next best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, I've never slept on sliced bread, so I'm going to have to go with on that one. I think the mattress will be better. I've never tried sliced bread. I'm going to loaf tomorrow and spread it out on my bed, see if it's any comfier.
But yeah. Oh dear. You can't help some people sheesh. What you on about now, Stuart?
Yeah, I must admit, I like my bed. It's really comfy. I love it.
We see we've got a memory foam mattress.
And you know, when my bed were brand new, I'd not slept in it. Somebody else slept in it before me. Not saying who, but she's not that far away from me.
Don't forget to feed the ducks some.
New bed, new bedding, new quilt, a lot.
We have got mattress topper as well as the memory foam.
Yeah, I've got 2 toppers on mine, 2. Yeah, I need a little ladder to get to bed. Like I said it that way, I like high beds. I don't like low beds.
Trouble going in it, Richard.
But they're great. High beds are great to get out of. I sit there in the morning, pondering on what the day's going to bring, staring at the wall, and the cat brings a pom-pom and puts it in the nick of my arse.
I thought when we went to bed that night at yours, Richard, Chris were going to have to give me a leg up.
Yeah, it's high, isn't it? I like high beds.
I'm so lucky my memory foam mattress didn't remember me. But it's good when obviously I'm a bit heavier than what Chris is, so you don't get that in middle.
You don't get that cuddling in the middle of the night you don't want.
No. Unless he farts on me.
So it's weird though, isn't it? I mean, my bed's big, but yeah, I always sleep on the same side. I don't know why. I never jiggle across to the other side. Mine's an Oprah Winfrey bed.
But yeah, and that's what the whole aim of a memory foam, you can put your hand on it and release it and it springs back. That's the whole idea of a memory foam.
Yeah, my cushions, my pillows are not memory foam, but there's some, when you take your head off, they reform themselves back into pillows. I don't know what they call it.
Well, in a normal bed, you get an arse print on certain occasions.
Yeah.
You don't wear memory foam.
No. I get scratched, me. I get scratched every morning when she comes. She does it every single morning. Pots a pom-pom right at the back of my arse, and because I'm sat down, and it rolls down the bit of a dip where my arse is and lands right in my arse. I have to throw pom-pom every morning. If I don't throw it, she goes, yeah, and grabs it and misses.
So you have to play fetch with Pink.
Every morning we have to do that. Every single morning we have to do that fetch crap with pom-pom. She's acting weird this past couple of days. She's just not her usual annoying self, you know.
Could it be that time of month?
I don't think so, because she doesn't normally act like this when it's this time of month. But unless she's just getting older and a bit more mature, I don't know. But she's there. Here, so weird. She's in her bed. She's in the old doodah. There she is.
Yeah,
Here.
they don't know.
Normally she's straight over here bugging me when I'm on computer, and yet
Mia!
she'll come on there. She recognises your voice. She's looking,
Mia!
but yet she's
Thank you.
not been a normal annoying self.
Fuck you then, Mia. Talk to her hand, because the face ain't listening.
She's just staring at me now. Weird.
But yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think why she's acting strangely is, you know, it's that time of month.
Yeah, she doesn't normally act like this. She's just gone. She might be just getting a bit more mature, you know. And she's actually, over the past few days, she's been eating her food better as well and not buggering about the same. If I stay with her and stand with her when I put the meat out, she eats it. But if I walk away, she walks away. You know what I mean? It's weird. But tonight she just stands on side at bath when you're in shower and stares at you. I can even blast her with showering, she still stays there. I think cat that's not bothered, not scared at shower.
You won't get on him for love of money.
No, I don't think she'd get in and let me squirt her. But she sits outside at bath when I'm in shower and just sits there in the corner, you know, in the where the bath goes into the corner where the tiles are. She perches herself on that shelf and sits there. Because it's quite off-putting, actually, when you're washing your tackle and you've got a cat staring at you. It's what cats are like. When they see anything twirling around, they're like that. It's a bit annoying.
But she's just happy to sit and watch you, Richard. That's the main thing.
You know, it's a bit embarrassing. I feel like getting a shower curtain so she can't see out. I hate shower curtains. I've got a glass thing. And when I moved in, there was a shower curtain as well as a glass thing.
Yeah.
And I pulled that down because they're horrible shower curtains. They get manky and I don't like them at all.
So she watches your every move, in other words.
Oh, yeah, she does, yeah. I even press magic button on shower where you get the middle jets and I give the old undercarriage a do and she stares at you.
She's probably thinking, what's my dad doing?
Yeah, she thinks, what's that thing flying around? You can see her looking at it like that.
What on earth is my dad doing when I want to clean myself?
Yeah. Well, I was watching a video about cats and they said a cat's hygiene level, if you were to break up how many times a cat has a wash in comparison to human, it says you would have to have 30 showers a day to match a cat's cleanliness.
Wow.
That's what it said. 30 showers a day to match a cat's cleanliness. I watched a video about cat behaviour and everything. And this business, when they tub you, because mine does it all the time, and I think Senga says her cat used to do it, you know, keeps coming up, headbutts you for no reason. And that's the cat saying, look, I don't mind you, I'll accept you into my pack, but I'm the boss. That's what it means when they tub you.
Does that to Chris.
Yeah, just comes up and tubs you for no reason.
It gets on Chris's knee and then he'll go.
Shoves his head against you, yeah. Well, that's the cat saying, look, I don't mind you can join my pack, but I'm still in charge.
Did it tell you what it meant? Because our tucker sits there and he'll look at Chris and he'll look him straight in the eye and he'll go like that on him.
Yeah.
Not aggressively, but just like taps him.
Yeah, mine does that if I'm going bathroom during night, sticks a paw out and just goes boom. And just taps me. It doesn't like ferocious, but taps me. But this past few days, it's been well weird. Yeah.
Hey up.
You all right? Are you okay?
She soon raised her head when you shouted her.
Oh yeah, she knows her name. She was nearly christened Bastard. When I first got her, I would toss it up between me or a Bastard. Yeah, well, if I stare at my cat, if I stare at her for long enough, she meows. If I just stare at her and keep locked onto her, she goes, yeah, meows at me.
All
I know
right.
what to get her over. If I go in this door, she'll come over. There you go, straight to it. She's gone. She's here. Come here. Come here, you. What's up with you? Come here. What's up with you? Why are you being so antisocial? Usually you're annoying me. Come here. Come on. She sat at chair arm staring at me now. Come here. What's up with you? Why are you being odd?
Yeah, some of cats' behaviours are really,
Come here.
you can't understand them, if you know what I mean.
Come here. What's this? Oh, you don't have to come the lower way. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. She's down on the bloody floor. Come on. She knows that her laser beam's in that door. Here.
But I love to watch a cat when it's sort of doing these them long whiskers on the nose, and are they sort of they go like that, like they're doing every single one.
Come here.
You know what I mean? And then they, and do the other side.
Stop being so soft.
Mia, Mia,
She's purring. She's purring.
Mia.
She's purring.
Scratch me a scratch. No.
You're not having it tonight. Are you going antisocial in your old age, Mia?
She's been quiet for the last couple of days. Well, I'm saying quiet. She's just been like a normal cat the past couple of days. Just sleeping and wandering about and doing her own thing. But
I mean,
she's not been as chaotic.
Time to start worrying is if she goes off for food.
Well, she's always been fussy with food, but she eats her biscuits. The biscuits, because I can hear her during night.
Oh dear.
If a cat blinks at you and stare at me, come on, stare at me, see if you blink. What's up? What's up with you? What's up with you? You're just not in the mood for people at the moment, or what? Who had? Stay away from that church saying, I'm not going to be in there if you don't treat me.
Got a lovely coat on her though, hasn't she?
Oh yeah. She's got a long tail. Jesus Christ, the length of that bloody tail.
Oh.
She's like a flipping lemur. You got a long tail, mate. Bloody long tail. After you stick your ass in my face. That's what I wanted. Off she goes. Are you going back to your donut?
But
Bloody hell, I'm dead now. Can't go into the church. Does that drink kill you, Senga? That's the case. You need to have another one.
yeah, I think it's a conversation between her and Stuart.
I haven't a clue what they're babbling on about.
Something about going to a church. It's something to do with a church anyway.
Going to a church. Is that a song by Ozio? Ozio, are they called?
Well, that's the name of his group partners, the Richard and the Rusty Bullet Owls.
Yeah, and I think I'm the only one who's practicing for Christmas. I think that's when they're all, well, one's disappeared totally, and I think the other one's not plinking away as she should be doing. I can play it on both mouth organ and keyboard.
Well, I'm not starting at this late stage of learning another musical instrument.
Do you want me to send you a mouth organ? I've still got some spurs. I've still got a couple spare yet. My horn,
I've got to get one of them things, where you put your mouth organ on. So while I'm plinking away, I can.
That one I sent Johnny was quite expensive. I think it was about 60 quid. That
blow and plink at the same time.
I've got 3 horners left now, and one of them were about 200 quid, and the other 2 were the one.
This I've just thought of something.
This little tiny one here, that were over 100 quid. That were over a one.
In that case, I'll tie a piece of string to me fork and do boom, 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 boom while I'm at it.
Yeah, that's it.
And pair of cymbals between my knees, so I can be, a quartet. So yeah, I can, plink, plink along. Ooh, 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 bing, 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 bing with drum and with cymbals. There you go. I think that's a good accompaniment. Hey up.
Red Dot Patrol.
She's off.
She loves that, the old red dot. The problem is she gets a smart ass. She's come here now. So you billet. She comes to the source now. She's not that thick.
Well, I beg to differ.
Yeah, that's cheating. That's cheating coming here.
Yeah. As well, fancy, rather than running all that way after a red dot, I'll go straight to source.
Yeah. Can't beat a dot, a lazy dot thing, whatever you call them, for cats.
I love it.
When you get fed up with cats, just bug neighbours with it.
Or bring airplanes down with it.
Fortunately, I have nobody who lives opposite me. The 2 houses here are both empty. I don't know what's happened to this house dead opposite. I haven't a clue what's happened. A young couple look like they moved in, but I've never seen. They had a load of work done, new windows and stuff put in, but I've never seen them since. It's weird.
I was going to say it's taken a hell of a long while doing it up because for as long as I can remember.
Yeah,
I can remember.
It cost a fortune as well. That house, 275 grand. That for a terrace house. 275.
That's a lot for a terraced house.
It's a big one. It is a big terrace house, but 275k. And the one directly next door, at the other side of my Ginnel here, that's up for sale now, and they want 200,000 for that. 200 grand they want for it. It's for sale on Duffin's estate agents, but it's 200 grand. It's a good size house, but flipping heck, 200k.
Then they wonder why youngsters can't get on property ladder.
It's this area. They're expensive houses in this area because it's the best area in my town. Is this where I live?
Don't they ask for 10% deposit now when you're buying a house? When you're buying a house,
yeah. I think it might be. It depends. I think they're all different. It depends on. I think the main thing is the bank you're with, and if you've been with the same bank for a long time, I think you might be able to get it a bit better than that. Saying you've been with NatWest for ages and you've always been in good standing, I think you could probably get a lesser deposit if you went through a mortgage with them or something. It all depends on your circumstances. And then your credit score as well. That's obviously plays a part in it. There's all sorts of factors.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you're buying a new house now, you want as much deposit as you can get your hands on. Just so you can.
You don't have to take such a big mortgage out.
Well, it's not that. It gives you a little bit of power then to get a deal. If you've no little or no deposit, you're at the mercy of all the mortgage brokers. But if you've got a good dollop of money, they want you, so they've got to carve out a deal that suits you.
I've been renovating for 4 years.
You know. So it's all varying. You know, if you've got a good dollop of a deposit, you're in a prime position because you can decide who you want to mortgage with. Whereas if you've a very little deposit, you're struggling. All the vultures are gonna get you.
Yeah. And also on rental market, they wanting you to pay like a month's rent in advance plus a deposit and all.
That's fairly normal. That's nothing new, is that? That's quite normal, is that? I'd be amazed any landlord that doesn't want a month up front. I mean, obviously, mine didn't because it's my brother-in-law. But if I'd have not been his brother-in-law, he would have wanted a month in advance. Obviously, he didn't charge me that because he knows me.
But yeah, you know,
it's very. This is where I will die in here. There's no doubt about it. I will never move out of here unless something bizarre would have to happen. I can meet a rich oil tycoon or something. That's a widow oil tycoon or something. But I remember when I bought the house I used to live with my wife. That was 34 grand. That I'm looking at how cheap were houses back then. 34 grand, and they're about 150,000 now on that block. 34 grand I paid in 1991. 34k. Bloody hell.
But I mean, I can remember my mum moved into an because they were a colliery at Toppet Road where my mum lived, and the fella that she were with were an ex-miner, but she actually bought the house. 3 grand she paid for it.
Yeah. My mum paid 500 quid for her house. £500 when she moved in her house. And her house is probably worth, God, I wouldn't like to guess. It's similar to what these are around here. Same area. I mean, she only lives 50 yards away from me, but
That's it.
500 quid she paid for it, and that were a lot in 50s when you bought a house. 500 quid were a lot.
Yeah.
People were paid less than £1 a week back then.
Badger.
Hello, Badger. How are we doing? You know, people were paid less than £1 a week back then.
I know.
And she's always had a pretty decent job, my mum. You know, she was always the accounts manager at Crown Paints, as far back as I can remember, so she was always on good money. And she only got a mortgage because women weren't allowed mortgages in 50s. Only men could get a mortgage in 50s. And she got it because her mum, my grandma, had a bakery business. And they had baker's shops. And that's the only reason she got a mortgage.
That's it. You know, I mean, on grand scheme of things, you know, for a 500 quid investment.
Yeah, 500 quid. You couldn't believe it, could you? But 500 quid were probably the equivalent to like 150 grand in today's money, you know, back in 50s. They were a lot of money.
Amazing, isn't it?
You know, people were paid less than £1 a week. People were paid in shillings back then in 50s, you know, in shillings.
I mean, the house that my mum bought for 3 grand, I think she sold it for 70.
Yeah.
She did do a lot to it.
Yeah.
She had a kitchen and then the bathroom were downstairs on end at kitchen.
Yeah, that's right. That was a common thing, that.
Yeah. So what she did is it were a 3-bedroom house. So she turned one of the bedrooms into the bathroom, an extended kitchen, so a right long kitchen, and she did do a lot to it. You know, she did a lot to it.
If somebody bought my mum's house, they're getting a really good house because it's massive. A back garden, yard, whatever you want to call it, is huge. You could park 2 cars in top section, and if you could drive them down there, you couldn't get them down because it's split level. It is. It was enough for a double garage, if not a triple garage at a pinch. It's absolutely massive, a back garden, massive. and the kitchen's huge. The kitchen's it's like right long, but it's massive.
Yeah.
Goes forever.
That's what, same as I say, that's what my mum did. She knocked the kitchen through and moved bathroom upstairs, so she'd got a right kitchen.
She's still got a fully functioning outside toilet as well that's still in full working order. And I can vouch for that because I only used it the other day. Really? Because my brother says, "Oh, I'll knock that down." I said, "Well, what's point in knocking it down? It's doing the damn harm. It's not a problem. Leave it there."
Especially if it's still working and whatnot.
Correct, yeah, and I bet it's worth a fortune, that, because the pot in it, it's the original toilet from like 100 years ago. I bet it's worth a bloody fortune. It's got like a fancy motif it has on inside, all engraved inside it and all that business.
That's it. But I bet she didn't think when she paid 500 quid for it that it'd be worth about, more than 10 times that much.
She probably don't think she was going to last as long as she did. She still says she reckons she's going to live till she's 92. Because she said when she were 15, she were on a school trip to Blackpool, and one of these, these women, whatever you call them, little huts at Blackpool, these fortune tellers.
Rose Lee, or
So one of them come out and put her arm on her shoulder and just says, "You're going to live till you're 92." She says, "I've just had a message, and you were definitely." And my mum says, "I'll never forget that. I was 14, and she's put her arm on my shoulder and says, 'You're going to live until you're 92.'" And they were on a school trip. They were in Blackpool. And so my mum still goes by that. She says, "I'm definitely going to make 92."
Strange that, isn't it? Even as a kid, you see a lot of these. I think, like you said, these intents and whatever, and you can go to Skegness Market and there's, I don't know.
So these mediums and stuff you go on to nowadays, I would never trust them because they can find so much out about you now.
But
back 30 years ago, then it's a bit more plausible. But nowadays, I won't trust one as far as I could throw them because you can get a name now and play about internet for a day or two and find out odds and sods about that person. You know what I mean?
You see, I've often thought that, let's say you go to a theatre and they've sold so many tickets. I still reckon that the backroom staff give that medium the list, and same as you said, they've only got to search upon internet certain people, and they can find a wealth of.
Yeah, I mean, my sister, I'd be proud to have a juice on it. Yeah, it is engraved. It's got like a big crest on back of it. So I'll tell you, that crest's in many a poop. Big crest. It says on it says the Winfield, and it's got something like the Winfield 1888 written on it or something like that. It's called the Winfield. I always know the word. It says the Winfield, and it's something like 1888. It is really old, and it's like in, that white pottery, that blue engraving, inking they do, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm not an expert on toilets, but that's what it says on the emblem, the Winfield. It says, because obviously I've had many a dump on that toilet in my life because I lived there for 26 years. I can remember going that toilet before we had an indoor toilet in snow. I mean, to shovel snow out of the way. And my dad always used to put a paraffin heater in it so it didn't freeze up. But my mum and sister used to be all well into that thing, going to these mediums. And some of them were good because they said stuff that they couldn't possibly know. They used to get a group of them around and they'd go and they were all well into it. I used to say to them, "You bloody buy me. You're wasting your money." But she said some of them were good because they couldn't possibly know what they'd said. So I think there is good and bad in them. Like Senga says, there's probably fakes and there's good ones.
Yeah.
Have you found a Winfield bog, Jeanette?
Is it Windfield or Win?
Winfield, as in like Winfields of Aslington, the shoe people. You know, Winfields, it's that, I think. Back in a sec. What are you doing, Cat? God forbid, I said you've been very quiet lately and now you've gone back in pain in the arse mode. Come on, Mia. Come on. Come back in your doorknobs. Which I've not disturbed you now. I wish I'd not Mia. Meow for me. Oh, meow. Yeah. Thank you.
No.
Thank you. Meow on request. That's what I like. Here. Here. Meow. If I could talk to the animals. Can't whisper.
I found a Winfield toilets, but it's not sort of like the old ones. These is more like more modern ones.
Jesus Christ almighty.
You will meet a stranger who you do not know with two legs. Winfield actually still produce toilets, but it's showing you modern toilets, not, you know.
Well, that's been there for, it says on it's like Winfield, it's like 1888, 18 somewhat anyway, it's bloody old. And it's like got a, it's like etched in the back with like a blue, you know, like they do with China. Not three, you will meet a stranger who you do not know with two legs.
Want coffee?
Who are you talking about, Sanga? Strangers in the night,
I'm having a small whiskey.
exchanging glances, lovers at first sight.
See, I found something sort of.
Well, that's an Odin. That's like that looks like my mum's. Does that? My mum's has still got a lead pipe leading down wall to it, and it's a proper decent sized throne as well. Not like these modern ones where your bloody arse cheeks are hanging all over the shop. You can sit on it comfy, and it's quite a pleasant throne to sit on. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's one here, and it looks like an outside toilet because they've got like a little radiator kind of thing in it.
Yeah.
Want to see Ronaldo?
Pardon me.
You think so at all?
Now I found one with a motive on, Richard, but it's not got a long pipe.
Yeah, I've just found loads of them. Just flipping loads of them.
With motive on it, look.
Yeah, I've found one on eBay now. Straight away. Oh no, that's not it. says Warwick Bloody Castle on it. What the But it's that kind of stuff, that blue ink, blue ink. I'll tell you, the pottery company that used to do that with the blue ink, and I think they were
it
called.
looks like a, to me, from what I'm looking at now, it looks like a crest or something.
Yeah, it's like in that. I'll tell you what I'll do next time I go down. I'll go and put my camera down with the bloody throne and take a look. What's going on with Sangha here? What's happening here? We've got a side thing going on in chat, and I need to know what's going on. Richard's mum's no toilet anymore. She's got 2 bogs.
I mean, there's
got
one.
a normal upstairs toilet and shower room, but she's also still got her outside petty.
This is the thing. I'm looking back at the evolution of the flushing toilet, and this one is a bloody. God knows, you get splinters in your arse.
Oh, that'd be a tippler. Yeah, some of them are called tipplers, where
Yeah. Imagine just sitting on that and I've just had a splinter up my arse.
Yeah. Determine the exact worth of a specific Winfield 1887 toilets requires a professional appraisal, as the value depends heavily on its condition, rarity and design, and the market demand for antique plumbing fixtures. Well, this one of my mum's, I'm sure it says 1888 on it, and it's a comfy bugger. It is, because, obviously I've had 26 years worth of dumps on it, so it's good.
Hey, I've got a little bit of useless information. In 1775, Alexander Cumming, a Scottish watchmaker, patented the S-trap.
Ooh, how fire did it? Can't beat a good S-bend. You really can't.
Although often mistakenly credited with inventing the toilet, Thomas Crapper made significant.
You're taking the piss now, or what?
Plumbing.
Thomas Crapper. Thomas Crapper.
What does that say? That says Thomas Crapper.
Yeah, I believe you. Thomas Crapper.
It says Crapper's efforts help standardise indoor plumbing and elevate public awareness of sanitation. There you go.
Yeah, honestly, you can't beat a good S-bend. You really can't. I remember all nonsense I had here. Do you remember when I moved in here and I couldn't get my flipping washer dryer to work right?
Yeah.
That was because of S-bend, because I was feeding the washer into after the S-bend, and I had to get that one-way valve, remember?
That took a lot of plumbing investigation.
Correct, it did. There was a lot of science involved with that, I'll tell you. I had to, whether gravity, mathematics on gravity and all sorts took place there, trying to get that washing machine right, but it's right as rain there. And I've just put a one-way valve on it. Bugger Thomas Crapper, I did my one-way valve. But there were a lot of science involved in that. Hello, Chris. Cheers.
Only a little one.
It had me flummoxed, it did that. What the hell were going on with that washer? Every time I finished a washer dryer load, I opened the door and it was as wet as when I put it in.
And it says here, the introduction of porcelain as a material for toilets improved durability and hygiene.
Yeah. You got to remember, in old days, back in 1800s, you'd go in backyard, have a dump on a tippler, and during night, some blokes had to come along and shovel your turds out. They were called the Nightmen. You look them up, they were called the Nightmen, and they went round with an horse and cart, shoveling everybody's crap out.
This is the dual flush system. In 1980, the first dual flush toilet was introduced in Australia by Bruce Thompson. Good day, Bruce.
That dual flush is the most crappest thing ever invented. It's called not get rid of your turd or get rid of your turd. What a bloody rubbish.
Depending on how hard you press it.
You've no chance. You've no chance. if you're just having a slash, if it's, I mean, I'm not on a water meter, so it don't bother me. But if I run a water meter, it'd be if it's yellow, let it mellow. But if it's a Richard III, it's got to go. And a dual flush on the first flush does not get rid of a turd.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Here you are. It's on about smart toilets here.
Smart.
In recent decades, smart toilets have emerged as a luxury and an eco-friendly option.
I'd love one of them that dries your ass and wipes it and everything and washes
It
it.
says features include heated seats, bidet functions,
Yeah,
automated flushing,
yeah.
and even health monitoring systems. So
How does that work? How does it monitor your health?
I don't know.
So you do put a probe up your ass before you leave.
So you're going for a piss or a shit?
What happens? You get up and you have a look at your score on. Is there a prostate meter on it or something?
Yeah, you're just going for a quick slash or a quick dump, and you come out with a list as long as your arm are all ailments that you've got. Companies like Toto and Kohler have pioneered these high-tech designs emphasising comfort and sustainability.
I think they're great. Them they have in Japan where you sit on it and it just does everything from start to finish. I mean, what a marvellous idea. And blows warm air up and dries you off and everything. That is a great idea, is that? Really is. I mean, there's nothing. It just eradicates the use for bog roll and everything. Brilliant. But I bet they're about 50 grand to get one installed.
Bidets are popular in Europe, Japan, and other regions for their emphasis on cleanliness. These fixtures complement or replace traditional toilets, offering water-based cleaning.
Gary, you throw your shit out the window. You can always do what Crypto does and just use the old Kazunda, the old piss pot. But honestly, I think them smart toilets, I think they're bloody brilliant to them. Imagine you just plonk yourself there, press a button and everything's done. You just get up, pull your trolleys back up and away you go. No messing, no wiping, no cleaning, no nothing. Oomph, done. Because there's one thing I hate and they disgust me, and Jeanette knows what I'm going to say here. I can't stand toilet brushes. It's like a phobia about toilet brushes. I hate them. You know, why would you want to whack clinkers around with a brush? No way.
Well, it says here, waterless, this is for the future of toilets. Waterless designs. Now, how can you have a toilet that ain't got no water in it? Hi, Vanessa.
Hello, Vanessa. You've just come in at the right time. Can you answer this question? Talking about waterless toilets. Now, that to me just sounds like pull over in the car near a lay-by and take a roll of kitchen roll with you.
We invented the toilet, and we invented the S-bend. And
you Crypto were going to say that, no piss pot under my bed. I love it. What do you want, you?
Now there's one here that's got all nice flowers on it. Look.
Yeah. Well, you can get them with fishing. Actually, we're in a bloody aquarium in header tank. Eh? Imagine that sat there having a dump and there's bloody goldfish swimming around at back here.
Now this is a nicely decorated one.
On fire. It's getting a good girth on it, that's for sure.
But you notice though, there's no toilet seat on it.
There is. It's a back.
Well, yeah,
it's one of wooden jobs, but it's a decent sized hole, isn't it? That looks like a comfy toilet to me, does that? Because some of these toilets, especially on motorway services, it's like the golden shot. You're perching yourself at your peril. Some of them, and then they have them horrible toilet roll dispensers. You pull it, and it just gives you one squirt. And you think, what am I supposed to do with that? What is that? You know what I mean? Then when you pull it, there's just one bloody squirt. I'm thinking, what? What do I do with that? You're no use to man the beast.
You know, I'm supposed to wipe my arse with that.
Right, you need to at least pull 4 foot off. Not a bloody one square like that. No use at
And
all, is it?
I'll tell you another one that makes ooh. And they're them taut ones, them round ones, and they've
Yeah.
got like a starfish in the middle, and you're trying to pull some out,
Well,
and it
snaps off.
rips off and all.
Correct. They all do that. You're trying to pull some off, and you go slowly, thinking, right, I'm on it now. I've sucked it. And you're going slow, and then dink, it pulls off, and you're there with 4 squares. Well, what use is that?
Yeah.
You've just deposited a flipping depth charge, and it gives you 4 squares. That's no use at all.
Oh, and that we used to have at school, that
Isel. I was like rubbing your ass with tracing paper.
And it used to skid.
Yeah, no use at all. What we're on about, I do know. They were trying to put you off going toilet at school, I think.
They were them squares and all.
Yeah, that shiny toilet paper. It was just tracing paper on her all.
It was the cheapest that were going, I think. I think that's where it were.
I mean, I can remember the day when your mum and dad would sit there cutting newspapers up. Sticking it on the nail. Sticking it on the nail in toilets.
Or curly bit of a coat hanger.
Yeah. Because the Radio Times, when they started bringing that out in colouring, it had a shiny cover. That were a nightmare. Going back to Isel days again.
But yeah.
Come on.
Remember them days, Richard?
Yeah.
And going, freezing your son off to death, just
Correct.
getting there in first place.
Folk couldn't afford toilet paper back in the old days. It was a newspaper cut up.
Yeah.
I remember that well. Going out, it's snow, having to dig your way to the toilet, and then you burn your ass up paraffin heater while you were sat Your dad always used to light a paraffin heater in the toilet to stop toilet from freezing up.
And then and then you go up one night and it weren't working. Dad, paraffin heater's not working. It must have run out of paraffin. Well, trust it to run out when I'm going up there. Everybody's been nice and cozy while they're going to use.
They were always baking and you used to sit up throne and lip at paraffin heater with that right next to your leg, and if you put your leg to it right, it burnt your leg.
I always used to end up going just as paraffin were running out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I can remember that. I can remember that because it was snowing and you just think, God, I need to go to the toilet, and the bloody snow. I've got to traipse downstairs all the way through the kitchen, through back door, and then it's about another 20 foot to the toilet.
And then before you even set foot outside, you've got to get coat on, hat on, gloves on.
What a pain.
You know, just to get yourself to toilet in first place.
Nightmare. I remember that so well. It was unbelievable. I hated it. Absolutely detested it.
But yeah. Folks don't know they're born these days, do they?
No, do they? I mean, we had no central heating. We used to have ice inside the windows when I was a kid.
Exactly.
On inside, not on outside, on bloody inside.
We didn't have no boiler. We didn't have no central heating. Nothing.
Ice on inside at windows.
Yeah. And to tin bath in front of fire on a Sunday night.
Now that's before my time. I can't remember tin bath.
But yeah, they weren't.
We've always had a proper bath in my life, but I know what the tin bath is, but I just can't remember us ever used. I remember my mum putting me in Belfast sink when I was a baby. I can rember that. Because she used to stick a finger in my bloody ears. It drove me mad. She'd be there with an head full of froth, and she'd be there with her finger in my bloody ears. And then if she ever saw you during the day with a bit of muck on your face, she'd spit on a bloody rag and wipe it.
Yeah, we didn't have no heating and not running hot water and nothing like that.
Used to drive me mad. You wouldn't get away with it nowadays. Spitting on a rag, your mum would spit on a rag and wipe your face with it.
Either that or just go.
Oh, she did. My mum used to do it on a cloth or a rag, whatever rag she had in her pocket. She'd just wipe your bloody face with it.
It was so simple back then, though, weren't it, Richard? If you know what I
They
mean.
were. There were certainly nothing to get complicated about. You had 2 channels on TV, and that were about it.
And then it went up to 4.
Yeah, I can remember when Channel 4 came out, it was like flipping out. This is amazing. When colour TV come out, Jesus Christ, I was like, we won lottery.
Get myself a piss pot chair, then I don't have to get every 5 minutes when I've had a drink. You still got to get out to go on it, haven't you?
Windows still, I ran and on puddles. I got a Belfast sink in my garden, yeah. I can remember my mum used to have a Belfast sink and she used to chuck me in it every other day. She did. That used to really get on me wicked, did. And she'd stick her fingers in my ears. Come on, get them spuds out. She'd say, "Ooh, my ears."
That's one of them sinks I fell on when I took a great chunk out my knee. And that was one of them bells.
She had a Belfast sink in with her right in the corner of the kitchen. It was on 4 legs because there were open fire in every single room there were.
Did they have a curtain round it, Richard? Yeah. Did they have a curtain round it?
You used to have an open fire. She had an open fire because open fire is still in the kitchen, actually. The open fire. And there were one in every single room. There were an open fire. Because if you were really out, she always used to say, "I like fire, get it warmed up."
But yeah. But you know, more often than not, they'd put a bit of, like these net curtain wires, put one of them round, and then put like a curtain, tied all your, cleaning materials that run at the sink.
Yeah. And my mum's still got a rack in kitchen, and she will not part with that. We've tried everything. There's no way. She will not part with that rack. She puts she washes them in washing machine, modern washing machine. In fact, she's only had that one about 3 months. And she puts it all up rack, pulls it up, because when there's too much on it, she rings me up asking me to pull it up.
That's it.
She won't part with that rack for love nor money. And they're quite trendy now, actually, racks in kitchen, because people use them to hand pans off and stuff now. They're doing a bit of a rack comeback, if you know what I mean.
As a decorative thing.
Yeah, because they're all getting a bit trendy, aren't they? Wanting to go back to old 60s, 70s kitchen.
But the thing is, your mum uses hers for the use that it were made for.
Yeah, clothes, puts clothes on it. I mean, luckily she don't do that much washing. She only does probably 1 wash a week or 2 washes at the most. Lean on the window ledge, puddles, correct. Puddles, that's exactly, I remember that saying, when you'd lean on window bottom and there'd be puddles on it, yeah. We used to have them sash windows that you lift up with weights at the side.
Yeah.
Weights used to pull window up. Sash windows, they were called. Yeah. And it's funny now, people are actually trying to restore them and have them back in their house now, them sash windows, because they're coming, they're doing a bit of a thing. My mum's next door neighbour, Alison, she's called. I say she's youngish, she's a 50 odd, but she lives on her own, and she's had all her sash windows restored back to what they were like in the 1940s, as they were. It must have cost her a fortune. What do you want? Come here. Come on. You're not getting on keyboard. If you want to come here, you come on to me, but you're not getting on keyboard. No, you're not, missus. Yeah. And they're making a big comeback of sash windows now. What's up with you, mate? Why are you being so daft? Cat's coming. Incoming cat, yeah. Do you not want a cat, Singer? I'll soon run up to Glasgow, pop it in my boot. She's all yours. You not see her in your house, in your new house. I want to get rid of you, mate. I want to give you away. What do you think? Give you away, mate. That's me. That's said for years now, not the Queen. Hey. Are you doing a bit of headbutting?
But yeah, I can remember them sash windows with weights
Oh,
in
yeah.
the inside.
We used to have all in our house. All switches were brass switches. They weren't plastic things like they are now. Brass, and plug sockets were round pin. They weren't square pin. They were round pin.
But yeah,
She would go. She would go with the decor. What the cat sang? Would she match your decor?
we were always remote for television.
Correct. I remember we used to rent our telly, so any time a new thing come out, we always got it. And when colour come out, honestly, it was like the world had come to an end. It was something unique with colour. We had a 21-inch colour telly on its legs, on 4 wooden legs, screwed up on its wooden legs. We used to have rediffusion TV where you had to go behind curtains, change
Yeah.
channel.
But yeah, coat hanger as an aerial. We're twisting it.
And we never had that because we had rediffusion. It came through a wire under the gutter.
But I mean, when we moved out of that house without no heating and whatever, my dad built his own bungalow, a bungalow for us. And we goes down, and they were eating, and there were a sunken bath. We thought we'd won lottery.
Sunken bath, bloody hell.
Yeah, and hot water coming out at tap. You know what I mean? We didn't know we were born. From having to go up to Carsey up yard to a separate toilet front bathroom, and actually a bath, that you didn't have to hang up outside, but when you're done with it.
Yeah. Yeah, we never had, I don't remember tin bath. It's before my time, is that. I can't go back that far.
Yeah. Every Sunday night, me and my sister, me at one end and my sister at other. That was weekly
I
bath.
remember getting chucked in bath every. I used to get chucked in sink, and then when I was too big for the sink, I used to get chucked in bath, and I hated it. Flipping it. You do it, cat.
Bungalows. That's going back.
You do it.
But yeah. And when we moved into this bungalow.
Rumbelows, yeah, I remember that.
We'd got no stairs to go up. We've got a decent television, and then we had telephone installed, and we thought it were bee's knees.
Oh, tell it. When they brought phones out, when you could use your own phone, my dad used to guide that like it were unbelievable. We weren't allowed to make an outgoing phone call. It was pathetic.
Me, my sister, and my brother all us used to fight who were going to answer the phone first because it was such a novelty.
Oh, we weren't even allowed to use it. We weren't allowed to touch it phone. My dad wouldn't allow it. He'd stand there and say, "You're not using that bloody phone." And my mum would say, "Well, I pay a bloody bill. I'll use it when I want to." Stuff you, she'd say.
But yeah, them paraffin heaters did stink.
Yeah, that's right.
If you didn't get burnt on your arse by it, you nearly got gas going, to car up thing.
I can remember people back in them days used to plug things into light fittings, irons and things into light fittings.
I remember that.
I remember plugging bloody iron up into light fittings. What the hell's all that about?
Yeah, we did. Badger.
Did
Party
you have
line. You'd pick phone up to make a phone call and somebody else would be on it. It's like when you share a line with somebody else.
Ah.
But I think they did have them in the UK because, at the time, because obviously nowadays they allocate you a thing in box, don't they? Well, at the time, there weren't all that many boxes, so you had to share a line.
Oh, phone numbers were shorter, weren't they?
Yeah.
Remember when we got our phone number, it was only 6 digits. I can still remember my old phone number when I used to live at home.
It says a party line was a shared telephone line where multiple subscribers were connected to a single physical line to reduce costs.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me. And it was common in the UK from around 1942 until the early 1980s.
Yeah.
Subscribers had to listen for a unique ringing pattern to know if a call was for them and could not make or receive a call if another person on the line was already using it. There was no privacy, and anyone on the line could potentially listen to other conversations, and that was the only downfall. If you pick the phone up to want to make a phone call and somebody else were using that line, you could, woo, woo, woo.
Yeah. I was 7 numbers singer. That's a lot of numbers, is that? I wish when before they put the 0 in. I think we were only 5, 3, 6, 7, 3, 6, 9. Oh yeah, our phone number when I used to live at home was just 5 digits. When I used to live at home, 73690 it were, and then when they added the extra digit, they made it 77. 77369. I mean, it's a long time defunct now because my mum doesn't even have a fixed line now. Yeah, I mean, I used to have a black and white television in my bedroom when I was a kid, and you used to just have to turn the knob, and it was like an aerial view of an Alka-Seltzer, and you had to turn the knob until you got channels in.
That's very rare. Part Nesty says his mum's still got the same phone number.
Yeah, well, if she's never changed it, she will have. They've just bunged a 0 in or bunged an extra digit in. My mum's
I
was
can remember them caravans, Stuart, with like a thing, and you turn it, and then you'd got to light them. What they called? It was like a bit of like material.
I can remember. Yeah, you probably got one for Christmas. Yeah, I remember my black and white TV. I remember it well. I got it at Christmas. I was only probably about 8 or 9 year old, and he used to just turn one knob, and he tuned it in, and I thought it was brilliant. I thought, this is it. My own television in my own room, it was great. I can remember it phone number. I mean, my mum, like partner, said my mum had the same phone number up until about 5 years ago, until she got rid of her fixed line because there was no point to it. You know what I mean? So she has 2 mobiles, but it was the same number.
That were it,
She
Stuart.
just had a 0 added to it.
You know what I mean? I don't know what they think made. Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? Like Christmas presents like that. I can remember it so well that when I got that telly. They're always presents, but I always used to, the thing I used to look forward to at Christmas with my brother. I don't know why. My brother always used to get me best presents. I don't know why. He understood what I wanted more than anybody else. You know what I mean? Really good.
That's it.
Weird. He bought me a game once, one of these, because when I was a kid, it were all handheld video games, and he got me one, Astro Wars, and it were brilliant. You know, I remember that, like in a silver case with a round screen, it was called Astro Wars.
Yeah.
And I thought, Jesus Christ, this is brilliant. Probably only paid about 15 quid for it, but back then it was something unbelievable, you know what I mean? Then I got a Commodore 64 computer, and that with the bee's knees at the time.
But the thing is, I mean, same as you say, you remember the best present, and probably they didn't cost a lot then.
No.
But it weren't the cost, it was just the thought of,
Yeah, but I mean, going back then, they probably would if you were to convert 20 quid in in late 70s, early 80s, it's probably a lot of money now. You know what I mean? But
That's it.
to be fair, when I was a kid, I used to get good presents. I can't deny that. You know,
But
even though because it was my birthday as well, you see, so
oh
they always
yeah,
used to put a bit extra into it. You know what I mean? And now it's gone totally the other way. It just gets forgotten about now.
but yeah, I mean, it's the simplest of things. I mean, I can remember one year, and this was one before we moved into this bungalow, and me and my sister shared a double bed. So it was sort of about that time where, you know, do I believe in Santa? Do I not believe in Santa? Etc. Etc. Well, anyway, we goes to bed that night, and what my mum and dad had done is bought us the exact same scooters. And I don't mean electric scooters or anything, you know, the pedal power scooters, but they got like tassels coming out of handles. So anyway, we wake up Christmas morning, and I open my eyes and I'm going, and I went, what's that at end of bed? Oh, you could see we like this T-shape with these tassel things coming out on it, but there were two. Oh, and we were scared shitless because we didn't know what it were. We thought we'd had an alien invasion in night, and it was just like this thing sticking up like a T-bar handlebar with some like tassel things coming out of handles. Oh dear! None of us dare get out of bed. We were shit scared. but yeah, and I always remember that because we didn't get out of bed. You know, because there were these things propped up at end of bed, and you're thinking, what the fuck's that? But yeah, I mean, when you're sort of a young kid and your sister's even younger than what you are, you know, oh God, I've never been so scared in all my life. But I mean, we'll laugh about it now, but you know, I mean, it's the mind boggles what the younger mind thinks, if you know what I mean. Has anybody else ever had any sort of experiences like that where you've been scared shitless? I mean, there were another instance, but yeah, me and my sister. Well, this was when we'd moved to the bungalow, right? Me and my sister still shared a bedroom because my brother were living at home then. Anyway, so we goes to bed this night, and door was shut. So we're there in bed, and all of a sudden, I could feel something on bed. Well, we didn't move because we could feel something moving on bed. And I'm going, you're going to tell them. No, you're going to tell them. No, you're going to tell them. So we both shouts at top of his voice, Dad, there's something on bed. It transpires that when we'd gone to bed, unbeknown to us, the dog had snuck in and waited for us to settle down to go to sleep before jumping on bed. Oh my God. I thought, and this is another reason why I don't like horror films. It was so, I mean, I can laugh about it now, but I weren't at time. Yeah, we thought we were going to get murdered in his bed. But, you know what I mean? It's the younger mind and what the mind thinks now is two different things. But Uh,
Them were the days, Jeanette. My God, were they?
I tell you, me and my sister were scared shitless, and we'd sort of just like nodding off, and then all of a sudden we felt something on bed.
I used to love Christmas. Christmas, I used to love it because every Christmas Eve, my mum used to have a party for neighbours. So we always ended up with a house full, and the old record player, then one of them where you could stack LPs
Yeah,
on top of each other, and when it played one, it dropped another and played,
yeah.
and they'd be at it all night, they would. And we get up on Christmas morning, and literally an hour before, she kicked everybody out, my mum. And the thing I used to love about Christmas, she never did a Christmas dinner, a sit-down thing. She used to just do a massive buffet. And she used to say, my mum, she used to say, I'm not cooking loads of food on Christmas Day. She says, and she had it already, a big, all kitchen with just a big buffet. And she says, you can just help yourselves all day and eat what you want and drink what you want and do what you want. She says, I'm putting my feet up. And it was brilliant. I used to love it. She used to make sausage rolls and little sausage rolls and cakes and pies and trifle and gatto, the lot. And it was
This is
all
the thing.
laid out. It was brilliant.
We used to all sit down as a family for Christmas dinner, but of an evening time, by the time you know slept or whatever your Christmas dinner off, you were ready for another round. So my mum used to do the same. She used to do sausage rolls, pork pies, trifles, baking, you name it. And that was sort of just put on table, help yourselves when you want it.
Yeah. I can, like partner, it says hi-fi separates. Yeah, I used to have Technics separates. And they were good. When I first moved in, when I first moved into my house, I used to have a Technics separates, and that were good stuff back then.
Yeah.
Nobody ever bothered with it like that now, but it were expensive stuff back then.
But this is the thing. I mean, sort of, they went from separate to them being integrated into one hi-fi.
Yeah.
And then, if that went a step far enough, they did the micro
I know.
thingamajig.
I mean, to be fair, them old separates, you listen to them now, I still think they sound better than modern day hi-fi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But all mine were Technics, and it were quite expensive stuff. And I remember buying it when I moved into my house, and it were good, pretty good tackle it were. And I still think now, to this day, it still sounds better.
But the thing
It's
is,
like these car radios that you have now, they're all Apple Play and all that business. And all it is something that's just reproducing the sound that you get through your phone, and
I
the
found,
quality's
well,
not. It's good
yeah,
enough for when you're driving, but it's
things
not
like MIDI
top
and Mini
notch.
or whatever
Yeah,
hi-fis, they all sounded the same, very tinny and,
yeah.
you know what I
Not the
mean?
same.
Whereas separates, you can mess about with bass, you can mess
Yeah,
about, you know what I
you
mean?
know,
Until
I
you
mean,
got it
it's
just
like the old
right.
tellies. I used to have a telly, and it were Dolby Pro Logic, and it had speakers on stands behind you, and you watched the film on that, and it felt like you were at the bloody cinema. It used to blow your brains out. And tellies aren't like that now. You know, they've just gone big, 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 and bigger and bigger and bigger. But they're not the same. And car sound systems aren't the same now. You know, I mean, some of obviously new cars, they're pretty good. Some cars are good, but they're not the same. The quality's not the same, man. I think it's like a video camera now, and I notice this on videos I do. A video on my phone, and yeah, the videos are great, they're brilliant. But when I get my Sony video camera, which is a proper 4K video camera out, it's got a better depth to it. It's
Yeah,
hard to explain, but the
yeah.
depth of
I
field
know
is
what
better.
you're on about.
The depth of field is better on my proper video camera than what it is on my phone. Even though on my phone it's perfectly acceptable, and to anybody watching videos on my channel probably won't notice the difference, but I can tell the difference. But the Sony camera gives a better depth of field.
I
Like,
know
I mean, I
exactly
look
what
on my
you're talking
page, and the last 3 videos I put up, horizontal videos, landscape, are off my phone. But the 4th one, it says locomotives and passenger trains and crew, that were filmed off my Sony, and I can tell the difference.
Yeah.
The depths, I don't know, it's just different. It's hard to explain. It's not as digital looking.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really weird.
I totally understand what you're on about. You know, with Chris doing photography and everything, Richard, you can tell the difference in
Correct.
the depth of the.
And that
yeah.
video camera I have, that old video camera, the Sony AX53, I've had it for years. And it was only a freak that I bought it. I just happened to be flicking. I was sat at home when I lived at home with wife, and I was just flicking through YouTube, Facebook Marketplace, and it was somebody in Bradford selling it. And I thought, bloody hell, that's cheap, 150 quid, Sony AX53. I thought they were about 700 quid, them buggers. And I said, have you still got it? Yeah. I said, I'll be over in an hour. Give me your address. And I just bombed out and I bought it. And I've had it ever since. And it's one of them things that I just can't bear to part with. Because even now, if you research a Sony AX53 now, to buy now, they still cost a fortune. And they're a really good camera. And there's something about it. When you do a video with it, it's just a better, I don't know, it just seems,
It's
it
got
looks
that
better.
edge to it.
I don't know, it just looks better. I can't even explain it. It doesn't look as digital,
Yeah.
which is hard to explain, but it's hard to explain what I mean, but it doesn't look as digital. You know what I mean? Whereas when you do it on a phone, they're great and they're good quality. I mean, you can't beat the phones nowadays. They're brilliant, but for some reason, when you do it on a proper 4K, proper video camera, I don't know if it's something to do with sensor or what, I have no idea, but they just don't look quite as digital. It's really hard to explain what I'm on about, but you know it when you see it. And you look at my videos, that one, Locomotive and Passenger Zones at Crewe, that was the last one I did with a Sony AX53. And all the rest are with my phone. And they're perfectly acceptable. There's no wrong with them, but you can just see that Crewe one has the edge more. It's more natural. The colours are more natural, and the depth is better, and it's just doesn't look as digital. But at the end of the day, that's my opinion. But I can see it.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a night, and I will see you again on Monday. So thank you for joining me, everybody, and, you know, reminiscing about the past. them, yeah, I can remember Space Invaders and all sorts with them bloody old typer. Anyway, so I'm getting off, and I shall see you on the next one, which is Monday, and I'll see you all later. Bye.
Right, everybody. Catch you all later. See you later, Gary, Partnest, Sanger, Stuart, and anybody else that's here. Right. See you later, Gary. Bye, Gary. See you later, Tim. Crypto.
Juttering end.
See you later, Tim and Crypto. Good night.